The Babylonians. Babylon was established in the 23rd century BC and is located in modern-day Iraq. There have been inhabitants residing there ever since the beginning of mankind. Babylon was built on the Euphrates and Tigris rivers upon the Fertile Crescent. It's an extremely significant city in the Mesopotamian civilization, and the Sumerians greatly influenced its culture.
The Babylonians were a very urban civilization. They often interacted with their neighbors such as Egypt for trade and economy purposes, and Jerusalem for religious influence. They even acquired medical knowledge from Judah. The gods in their myths, such as this one, were also influenced by the Sumerians.
The Babylonians were big rivals of the Syrians, yet were allies with the Larsa and the Mari tribes. However, Hammurabi, the Amante king, turned and attacked their allies. Through these successful battles, Babylon became the capital of its region, picking up many enemies along the way. This caused Hammurabi's successors problems with tribes such as the Hittites, who took down the statue of the supreme god Marduk.
The Babylonians' most major fear was death and the afterlife. As a result, in order to please the gods, they sacrificed foods and animals because they deemed it necessary to infinitely serve the gods. More importantly, along with pleasing the gods, they valued mercy, compassion, and the gods' protection over them. Literature was also a crucial aspect in their lives, having libraries in every town and temples.
Unfortunately, Babylon fell in the 3rd century BC due to Hammurabi's mistakes. In an attempt to pick up the pieces, Alexander the Great took over for a while before his death. The city did end up in ruins, but travelers have begun discovering parts of the buried city of Babylon ever since the 17th and 18th centuries. One of the most famous stories left over is the Enuma Elish, meaning when on high, marking one of the Babylonian civilization's greatest myths.
The Babylonian family tree begins with the link between the goddess Tiamat and the god Apsu. However, Tiamat had a secret lover named Kingu, who created monsters. Nevertheless, Tiamat and Apsu bore 2 children by the names of Lamu and Lahamu. Lamu and Lahamu later had 2 children by the names of Kishar and Anshar. Anu was then born to Kishar and Anshar, having sons with an unknown goddess, one of the sons named Ea. Ea later married Damkina, and they gave birth to the supreme god of Marduk.
The Enuma Elish, the Babylonians' most precious and worshipped myth creation, recited yearly during the New Year's rituals in the temple of Marduk. Coinciding with the spring floods every year, it is evident that the god Marduk truly does control the natural forces of the universe. Marduk, the savior of humankind, as he is thought as by the Babylonians, was called the Great Sun by his father Ea. Marduk was a 4-eyed, 4-eared, fire-spitting god, who by all means was more powerful than his father ever was. Carrying a thunderbolt and riding a chariot, Marduk was the bravest, most powerful god in existence. However, his eternal glory would not have come to pass had he not defeated the watery chaos Tiamat. Controlling the bitter, salty waters with ease and causing chaos wherever she went, she challenged the strength of the gods, because they killed her husband Apsu. Marduk rose up to the challenge. After his father, Ea, his grandfather, Anu, the god of the sky, and his great-grandfather, Anshar, a primordial whole-heaven god, failed to defeat Tiamat, Marduk went against her, his great-great-grandmother, and unleashed her monstrous, tail-controlling self. Imagine an ensuing battle between gods, the fate of the universe hanging in the balance solely because of a drop of water. After Tiamat, the saltwater spirit, mated with the freshwater ocean of Apsu, they bore 2 children, Lamu and Lahamu. They became the silt deposits of the Fertile Crescent that helped fertilize the later inhabitants. Lamu and Lahamu soon had 2 children of their own by the name of Kishar and Anchar, who had the child Anu, who then fathered Ea, where our story truly begins.
I am the mighty Ea. I want to roam the oceans with my brothers at my leisure because nobody will be able to stop me.
I do not like Ea wandering our ocean so freely. We need to get rid of these young godlings.
Once the young gods found out about his plan to destroy them, they fought back and killed him before he got the chance to kill them first. Ea then married the great goddess Damkina, and they bore the child Marduk.
Marduk, my great son, you will be a great hero.
I cannot have this supposed hero destroy me. I am now more vengeful than ever because they have killed my husband. Now I will create monsters to bring down the gods.
We will stop Tiamat before she can hurt us.
Unfortunately, even through the young gods' efforts, they were unsuccessful in stopping her.
It is my time to become a great hero. I will be the one to stop Tiamat, but only if you will all recognize me as king of the universe.
The other gods thought he was very brave, but questioned his powers and put him to the test. After several tests, the other gods decided to agree to his terms and helped him prepare for the upcoming war. Marduk began to prepare for the fight and rode into battle carrying a thunderbolt.
I am now king of the universe, and I will destroy you, Tiamat, for I am more powerful.
After he had defeated Tiamat, Marduk cut her in half and formed the heavens and the earth. From the stomach of the slain Tiamat, Marduk created the sun's path and the shine of the moon.
I will create humans from the bones and blood of the horrific monsters created by Tiamat. Now humans will serve us forever.
Now in the city of Babylon, Marduk, the king of kings, holds a sanctuary where the gods are still regarded as supreme leaders. From this point forward, all of us humans must eternally serve Marduk and his fellow gods.